Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Grand evening, grand day, grand morning, depending on when you're listening into this, right? And where you are in the world. Welcome, everyone, to the Leadership TKO live show with your host, Lakeisha McKnight. What is going on, everybody? Beautiful, beautiful evening here in the city of Chesapeake, Virginia. It is Wednesday, November the 27th. Some people call this pre-Thanksgiving celebration, right? And so welcome everyone. This is the Leadership TKO live show. So it's the video version. It's also the podcast version, and we are live around the world, right? Not just live on the Facebook platform, but we're also live in various countries around the world right now as we speak. Okay, right now as we speak. You see, this show right here originally was a podcast show that we do every single night around 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so our main purpose here with this show here is to really empower leaders like yourself with the ability to win from the inside out, growing your influence, your impact, and your income. All right, so welcome aboard, everyone. I see you, Angel. How you doing tonight? Thank you so very much for being here. Now, for those of you who are tuning in, I just want to let you know we're going to be sharing some good stuff tonight. Not anything too complex, but something very valuable. Now, if you're not familiar, we've started a new series really focusing in on those of you who are in the home-based business space, like you are a home-based business owner. So you could be in the e-commerce space, you could be in the MLM space, you could be in, a direct salesman or woman, okay? And so we welcome you here as I'm going to be sharing with you some valuable content. So I'm going to ask you to do me a favor for those of you who are here with me live, and even if you're catching the replay here, do me a quick favor. Love the stream that you're listening into and that you're watching right now. Go ahead and hit the love button, right? Number 2, I encourage you to go ahead and share your thoughts below. Where are you watching? Where are you listening in from? Go ahead and type that in the area below, the comment section below. And then lastly, we do have the share feature, okay? So we can share this on our timelines, groups, fan pages, and direct messages as well. So I am going to encourage you to go ahead, start a watch party right now. Okay, let's shoot this out to the masses. Let's let people know that we're here to help them to grow as leaders. So I'm going to practice what I preach. I'm actually going to start a watch party right now as I'm encouraging you to do that. So let's go ahead. I'm going to practice what I preach. Okay, I'm going to actually share this particular the stream here. I'm going to share it in a group that's really, really active with women. Okay, they're super duper active. So let me go ahead and start this thing. And I'm going to check the audio just to make sure that the audio is good. You always want to do that because technology is never 100%. So you want to definitely check and make sure all is well. So I'm going to type in the name of the group so we can get the watch party going. I'm going to type in join me now as I am live. And then I'm going to check the sound to make sure our sounds are crystal clear. And I appreciate all of you who are here and on time. I really do. So it sounds like it's really good with the audio. So I'm going to type in good evening, ladies. So welcome aboard for those of you who are just viewing and tuning in from the special group on Facebook right now, the Leadership TKO live show. We're live. We are official. And so I want to welcome you here. This show goes live every single night if you're just joining in. And so welcome aboard. Love the stream. Love the watch party that you're tuning in right now to. My goal is to sow value into your life that you become overwhelmed. Let me see if I can fulfill that goal. All right. Now we're here. We have this amazing Thanksgiving season right here that we're embarking upon. Many of you have been in the kitchen chopping it up, right? You're trying to get some meals together. Most of you, of course, may be in the network marketing space. So you could be direct sales women or men. Okay. You could be someone who sells clothing, health and wellness products. You could very well, of course, provide a service for people, right? Credit services. I know some of you are in that space as well. So I'm speaking directly to each and every one of you during this series. This is a brand new series, and this is episode numero tres. Okay. Numero tres. So number three. So again, welcome aboard. And I have some great content. Now let me share with you what the topic of tonight's episode is. Are you ready for this? Hopefully you're ready because I'm going to give you tonight 5 self-care tips to manage stress. How many of you are stressed out right now? You've been trying to get this meal together since like last week. I know some of you prepare for Thanksgiving meals like from last week. I know you did, right? You might have those greens going. You got that turkey going, right? And I'm mentioning all this stuff, but guess what God dropped in my spirit to do before I even get into these tips? God dropped into my spirit that I need to kind of move away from meat. Whew! Y'all know this is Thanksgiving holiday, and for me not to eat meat, come on, somebody. Y'all better be praying for me. Y'all praying? Are y'all praying? I just want to make sure you're praying for me because me and meat, I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. And so I do like my chicken. I don't really eat beef. Okay. Now I'm not saying anything against those of you who are beef eaters, but I don't really eat beef. I like seafood. That's my thing. Okay. But God has really dropped it in my spirit to stay away from meat. So that's me. That's not probably my husband though. That's something else that we got to work out because my husband like to eat chicken. Don't let him, don't tell him that I said that on the air, okay? But anywho, let's dive into the topic because I digress. And so I'm going to give you 5 self-care tips for all of you network marketing professionals out there. How to really manage this thing. Get it under control, right? Sometimes you got to tell yourself, get yourself together. Get your life. Y'all know that. Get your life together, okay? So here's the deal. Here's the first tip that I want to share with you on tonight. All right, here it is. You need some me time. Like you're going to need some serious me time. How many of you are down for that? Like, this need to be on your list. Like the number one thing on your list, you need some me time. When was the last time you engaged in some me time? I'm talking about meditating. I'm talking about journaling. And no, you're not too old not to journal. Okay, you can journal in your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, and so forth. Okay, so journaling is healthy. You get to take whatever is going on in your mind and you get to pour it out on paper. So journaling is good. And let me tell you, journaling could actually become a memoir, something that you can actually publish. So this can actually turn into an information product. You see, that's the mind of a visionary, the mind of someone who's thinking what's next. And so journaling is healthy. And also for those of you gamers out there, guys, look, I know you're gamers, and ladies, some of you may be gamers as well. Let me tell you, I'm not afraid to say back in the day, I used to like Street Fighter. That kind of reveals my age a little bit too. I used to like Street Fighter back in the day, the old school Street Fighter. And I used to be able to play that with my uncle, right? But, my husband, he's a gamer. He's a bit of a gamer as well. And that's what he does for his me time. My me time, I like to definitely turn it up, right? Turn up a little by myself, though. Not turn up in the club, none of that, okay? I like turn up in my car, in my room, my closet, sing and worship. That's me. That's what I love. That's how I release. That's my point of release, okay? So that's me time. Number 1, me time. Number 2, how about some exercise? Yup, because you're about to get it in. Those greens, that turkey and ham, you're about to get it in. You're going to have to do double time going to the gym or inside of your house to exercise, but it also can be a way to provide self-care for yourself. Come on, let's just be real. Let's be authentic right now. It's you and me. Right now, you're going to need to put in some overtime at the gym. Come on. Right? So again, you want to stay active. You want to engage in a sport that you love. I know for me, back in the day, I used to like basketball. For those of you that don't know, I used to actually play a little basketball when I was in school. And I used to be a point guard, right? I was the smallest one on the court. I was the smallest one and I was the fastest one. So it'd be hard to catch me. And I had a serious crossover too. You wouldn't have known, but I had a serious crossover. So yeah, I got it in just a little bit. Okay. So again, sports, cardio, strength training. Hello. I wish I would have had some of my little machines here. I probably could have showed y'all a little bit of the little machines that I utilize when it comes to exercise. And they got this one thing that you roll and it works on your abdominal area. That thing is a beast. Let me tell you, it is a true beast. But it will help you in so many different ways to really tighten up that core area. So listen, you want to exercise. That is my second suggestion for you. Exercise. That's going to help you to take care of yourself. All right. Health is wealth. Okay. Health is wealth. When was the last time you exercised? And then how many times this week did you exercise? And then better yet, how long? What was the duration of the time that you spent to exercise? You want to look at this. Exercise is the key. Ask yourself, how long do you want to live? You don't want to get to a point where you're forced to have to exercise. You want to do this willingly. You want to be proactive and engage in exercising. So that's my second tip. Now, my third tip is to just say no. You see, you got to learn to say no. How many of you are really easy? It's really easy for you to say yes, 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 yes to everything. Can you go and run this errand for me? Yes, sure. Why not? Right? It's so easy to say yes, but you really got to learn how to say no. And this is something that I've learned while being married. My husband was quick to say, he'll tell me like, babe, you can't do everything. You just can't do everything. You can't be everywhere at the same time. And so turn down. Yeah, I know some of y'all are probably thinking about the song. That's probably coming to your mind right now. I'm not talking about the song. I'm talking about turn down any requests from people who may want you to do things. You see, everybody's, task is not a crisis for you. It's not something mandatory that you have to do. So you don't have to do everything. Learn to say no. Okay, it's all right. It's perfectly okay. All right. The fourth tip for self-care is this. You need to unwind. I mean, really, you heard of that song, right? Was it SWV? Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. Remember that? Yep, SWV. Y'all kept up with the song. See, some of you knew where we were going with this. Thank you so much for playing along. But unwind. So this is what that means. It really means that you need to decompress. Okay, decompress, reconnect, and check in. Okay, decompress meaning kind of let some things go, release certain things so that it's not so much in your mind, but you've kind of let it out on paper. You spoke to someone that you trust about it. You're just releasing it. You're decompressing. And then you're reconnecting, meaning you're getting back to what's most important. You're connecting with your children. You're connecting with your spouse. All right. And please disregard the noise that you might hear in the background. That is my 3-year-old who is getting it in with her brother right as we speak. Okay. She's another version of her mother. Yes, indeed. So unwind, and you need to check in. Who is in your circle that you can check in with right as we speak? Who is it that you can plug into and check in with? You want to consider that. Okay. Checking in is important. And then the fifth suggestion tonight, the fifth one that I wanted to suggest for you tonight is you want to nourish your body. I know this is, okay. I know this is Thanksgiving holiday. I get it. But what are you eating? I know this must be a divine message right here because some of you are about to get it in tomorrow. Some of you probably cheated a little bit and tasted some of the food today as you were cooking it. And so I just want to let you know that you cheated. Okay, you cheated. You weren't supposed to eat the food today. It's supposed to be for tomorrow. All right. But anywho, nourish your body. Okay. What are you eating? What are you feeding your body? You are what you eat. You really are. Okay, you really are what you eat. So you need to have balanced meals. No, I'm not an official nutritionist. I'm just giving you some recommendations, okay? Based on my experience and based on what I've seen with my husband and many others who are in the industry, okay, of health and wellness. So you want to nourish your body. You want to have balanced meals, okay? You want to have some energy snacks. I know for me, for example, my energy snacks could be, some mixed fruits and nuts. So dried fruits and nuts is what I would actually eat. Okay. And that will give me energy, or just some fresh fruit. So I have, of course, a banana or I would have some fruit that has high levels of antioxidants in it. So I would have blueberries. Okay, I would eat blueberries. I would eat kiwi. Just I try to stay away from fruits that are really, really acidic, that has a lot of acid in it. But you want to have a balance with it as well. So energy snacks, and then also herbal teas. Herbal teas would also relax you as well. I know I have my favorite when it comes to herbal teas. I love echinacea. There's a tea called Live Well, which is really a combination of different herbs. So it has elderberry, it has lemongrass in it. It has, of course, it has lemon and honey, the obvious, right? And so it has a combination of different herbs inside, which is wonderful. But then they also have another tea that's called green tea kombucha. I know some of you know what kombucha is. It's like this drink that has live cultures in it. I also drink that, and that also gives me energy. So in conjunction with my herbal teas, I also have my snacks. You have all of these suggestions tonight. So I do want to give you a summarization of the suggestions that I gave you to take care of yourself. As a network marketing professional, as a home-based business owner, you need to take care of yourself. Okay? In order for you to run a thriving business and to really, really enjoy a life of freedom, you have to be well physically in order to be present to enjoy it. Okay? And I'm only sharing these things with you because I care about you. And this is just a serious moment. I do care about you, and I care about your health. So as you're listening into this, I want you not only just to listen to it for yourself, I want to encourage you to pass this on to another home-based business owner that you know and that you really care about, or even just an entrepreneur that you know, because it's helpful for entrepreneurs as well. So here are the 5 suggestions, 5 self-care tips to manage stress as a home-based business owner. Number 1, once again, you need to pinpoint on your schedule some me time, some me time. Also, number 2, you need to exercise often. Now, I'm not going to tell you how many days of the week. I recommend every day, but I'm not going to tell you, how many times during the week. I do recommend at least about 15 minutes to a half hour minimum when it comes to exercising. Number 3, learn to say no. Okay? Learn to say no. Number 4, you need to unwind. Okay? You need to decompress, you need to reconnect, and you need to check in. This is going to help you really to not, of course, neglect what's most important in your life. Like for those of you who are married, you don't want to neglect your obligation as a spouse. Hello, right? It's an important covenant. You want to make sure you take care of your marriage. And so you can connect with your children as well. And then, of course, nourish your body. Please nourish your body. Pay attention to what you're eating. Yes, during the holiday season, don't sneak and cheat. Listen, some people say, well, I'm going to get back on my grind. The new year is coming up and I'm going to hit the gym. You're going to see all these people with New Year's resolutions of losing weight at the very beginning of the year. And then the gym membership is going to slowly decline or decrease. I'm going to encourage you to allow health to be a lifestyle. It should never be, this portion of the year or for this segment of time. Taking care of your health should be a lifestyle. Okay? A lifestyle. So you want to think about all of these suggestions that I shared with you on tonight, live here on Facebook, or if you're listening in on the podcast channels out there, or even on YouTube, because I'm sure this is going to be on YouTube as well. You want to take care of yourself as you're building your business. It's essential. Okay? Take care of you because no one else is going to do it. And I care about you as well. And that's the reason why I want to share with you these suggestions. So again, I greatly appreciate each and every one of you on tonight. I really do. I have some amazing things going on that's coming up, some courses that I'm creating for those of you who are in the network marketing space. I have some lead generation content for you, some freebies that I'm quite sure you all are going to enjoy. It's going to help give you that suggestion or two so you can go out there and share your opportunity with more and more people because they really need what you have. You have the solution and they need it. So again, My name is Lakeisha McKnight. Thank you so much for tuning in live and catching the replay. Remember, share this stream with everyone that you know. And I want to say happy Thanksgiving. Depending on when you're watching this, it may be past. Okay. And so thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to be back on tomorrow at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, on a holiday, we're going to be back here on the platform. So remember, until the next time that you and I come together again, I do encourage you to think, to speak, and to live leadership. Good night, everyone, and God bless.